And welcome everybody. Today we're in Div B West NGS Season 12. We have amateur opponents versus Magnitude. So we got Magnitude winning the coin flip. So they chose first pick. So amateur opponents said, "Hey, we want to go to Infernal Shrines," and that is what we did. So bans out of amateur opponents for maps was Cursed Hollow and Volskaya Foundry. Magnitude getting rid of the two of the. Are these the only two double lane maps now? Yeah, yeah they are. Well, so look at that. No BOE and no Braxis from Magnitude, and we are just getting into the draft right now. I think we're just figuring out who's got the hat. And there it is. So welcome everyone. Hope you're having a good night. It's a little late for you East Coasters like myself. So I appreciate you stopping on by. Linebus doesn't know who to support, but he'll figure it out. I mean, whatever you like, whatever you see something you like, that's who you root for. I'll put up some not polls, but you can bet channel points and stuff. But first ban's gonna be Stitches from Magnitude. Amateur opponents quickly gets rid of the Falstad. Worried about some global pressure there, and a quick Ana ban out of Magnitude. I'm gonna call that a targeted ban, I think, against the members of amateur opponents. Amateur opponents been a team for quite a few seasons now across multiple Heroes of the Storm leagues, Magnitude and amalgamation of a few other teams that have been around in NGS, kind of coming together Voltron style, and Hawker's the ban from amateur opponents. People are all about this Naz meta, Understander. Let's see it. I'm game. I'll get down for some Naz meta. But here's the first pick from Magnitude, and this is what they won the coin toss with. This is what they wanted. And they're gonna go straight to a Nubarak. A nice, meaty, heavy, diving tank. Some strong follow-up after a Nubarak E into a Nubarak Q could spell death for some of those squishier heroes that amateur opponents will, I'm sure, end up picking. But here we go. We have Sonya and Sylvanas. So assume Sonya will be off lane, but Sylvanas, she's no slouch. She can cover a lane if she needs to as well. So some strong wave clear already coming out from amateur opponents. Of course, we are going to Infernal Shrines. 3 siege camps, 2 bruiser camps, 1 on each side of the map, 3-lane map. Fighting over that objective to push in either lane wherever it spawns. We have Deckard. Asmodan. People were just talking about the Naz meta. What about the Asmodan meta? He's pretty popular and pretty annoying at times. Once he gets stacked up, if this goes to late game and the dunks are hitting, especially onto Sylvanas and any of the more squishy assassin characters, they could be in trouble. Ragnaros banned out. Magnitude not showing their offlaner yet, so getting rid of Ragnaros. Amateur opponents already on the Sonya, trying to just choke out some of those options a little bit here. And Magnitude just gets rid of Stukov, another strong healer right now in the meta. But I feel like there's so many strong healers right now. You get rid of Anna Stukov, you take the Deckard, but Lucio's still good, Brightwing's still very strong. So it's kind of a pick your poison on the healer right now. And we'll see how amateur opponents decides to deal with it. We're going to see Anduin and Varian, the father-son duo. Let's go. Yeah, they picked Az instead of Naz. So Varian can get in there, get a taunt, and if he's getting stunned or blown up, He's got his son there to just pull him out of everything with the leap of faith. We will see Hanzo be picked up by Magnitude. Still looking for that strong offlaner, unless it's Asmodean. No, we're going to go with D.Va here. Just to add some little extra little point control here from Magnitude with that D.Va bomb on her mech. And we'll see Chromie come out from amateur opponents. The long sieging mage. Spec, put me on the co-cast. When you get approved and you don't tell me mid-match, well, I'll do a co-cast with you, Josh. But here we are going into game 1 of our best of 3 amateur opponents versus Magnitude. For those of us just joining, we're going to move over here, show everyone kind of how things shuck out pre-game, what the map bans are. Amateur opponents wanted Infernal Shrines. Amateur opponents, fun fact, undefeated this season. Their first week was actually a bye, or the team forfeited. I'm not sure why or what reason, or if the team just withdrew and they call it a forfeit. And then dominating their first actual match in week 2. So trying to hold on here and stay undefeated as amateur opponents. But Magnitude, like I said, coming in hot. But on the side of amateur opponents, we'll have Ulysses on Sonya, Ouija on the variant, Cactus Ham on Sonya, the Sun, Beautiful Holiday on Anduin, Sonic's Bro will be playing Chromie.
The battle begins in 10 seconds.
And then on the side of Magnitude, it's going to be Captain Roberts on Asmodean. Polite Gamer, we'll see how polite he is with that bomb on D.Va. Dax is on Deckard, Wumpa on Anubarak, and Dr. Blunch on the Hanzo. Do we have scouting from Chromie? No, she took deep breathing at 1. So we're going to see quite a few stacking quests here. Chromie with deep breathing, target practice from Hanzo, and then Gluttony is what Asmodean decided to go at 1 here. Off to the off lane, D.Va gets a little bit of a head start, ahead of the Sonya. Wave is there, it looks like she just wants to clear it. Rotation happening, a little Chromie v Deckard action. That's the matchup we all came to see. Oh, good time stop there. Todd stopping the rotation. So Hanzo and Noob could just dive on that Chromie. Looks like Varian kind of hanging mid, just soaking at the wall right now. Being an advanced minion, since he does not have taunt yet at level 4. We will see an early siege camp here from Magnitude. Playing it safe. Ouija on the Varian, just keeping an eye on things, scouting out. Knows they're on their camp, so they're just going to get a free clear in this bot lane. Looks like this is interesting. So amateur opponents know Magnitude is on their camp, and they said, let's just take the bot camp, knowing that they had the rotational advantage there. They just say, grab the bot camp, and then I think once this is clear, they're going to take their camp once everything's all cleared up. I trust you on that, Josh. If you think W build Chromie is going to lead into a loop, you are the Chromie king around these parts. And it is taunt for Varian picked up, so he's a real boy now. Got his ultimate. Tank is online. We are going stacks here from Sylvanas, so she's looking to get those 3 stacks and then start slowing heroes. Could be useful, especially against Asmodean and Hanzo there. Noob going to cover the lane here. D.Va on the bruiser camp for Magnitude. A slight XP lead for amateur opponents currently. They decide to go take their bruiser camp. Cactus Ham on the Sylvanas using that trait, saving up all their health as much as they can. Chromie one-on-one with the Asmodean. It looks like we just have a gentleman's agreement here that we're just going to try and clear lanes. The 2 assassins are going to try and duke it out. They're just going to try and get free stacks off each other, respectively. There you go. There's a few stacks right there. And Shrine started very quickly here by amateur opponents. They're already trying to clear this up. There is... Oh, Hanzo. I didn't even see it. I was too busy on the Shrine. Taunt does come out with a great follow-up. The Chastise from Anduin, but not enough there. But with a Chromie pick, I assume that was Hanzo and Anubarak on the Chromie. I wonder if the amateur opponents try to stay and fight this. Chromie is back alive, and they just pulled ahead in minions on the Shrine here. Level 7s are online just around the corner here for amateur opponents. Dr. Bunch gets away from the taunt. We see a Diva Bomb. There it is. Probably going to try and soak up as many of these minions as they can. But the stacks are coming out. A big taunt onto the Nubarak. He gets very low, and there goes the Nubarak. There goes... Oh, the pings are out on the Diva, baby Diva, but it's not enough. Magnitude gets the first Punisher. That Diva Bomb paying off. Nubarak giving his life for it. So they will have the Arcane Punisher pushing down mid lane. Taunt in the back, just trying to... I think they're just trying to mitigate the damage to this front line here. A double stun from the Punisher. The big Asmodan dunk. The variant here. Yeah, he's gonna hearth. He's hurting. Meanwhile, Anubarak has started siege camp from Magnitude. As soon as he spawned, he came right back to there. Sonya for amateur opponents in the top lane. Trying to clear up where there's no one here yet. Diva's making the rotation now, though. Opponents back up to the mid. We have siege camp out Magnitude. They have a slight XP lead here, so they will hit 10 first, unless we get a big taunt here. Taunt, time loop, a ton of damage from the Chromie. Is he available to get it? No, he cannot. The time loop pays off, and that is a dead Hanzo. So the nice pickup there is going to help amateur opponents catch up in levels here. Try and get the race to level 10. I think that was probably the strongest point for amateur opponents in the game, with Varian having his ult level 4 and being level 8 Chromie with time loop. So that was good awareness by AO to say, we have 2 ults available, they have none, let's just go for it before 10 comes online. And it is online right now for both teams. We will see Dragon Arrow from Hanzo, Micro Missiles from Diva, Stay a While Enlisted from Deckard, Cocoon from Anubarak, and that's going to be Tide of Sin from Asmodan. Meanwhile, on the side of amateur opponents, we will see Light Bomb, Leap, Temporal Loop, Wailing Arrow, and Warbringer instead of the Shield Wall. I guess that's Varian looking to dish it out or have the cooldown to go with the Light Bomb. And Sonya able to knock Diva out of her mech. Or maybe it was exploded. Oh, but here's the action. Arrow going out. Stay a while and listen happens. A lot of damage on the catches. Oh, Light Bomb does not get the Hanzo. Oh, what a juke. Hanzo over the wall to avoid the Light Bomb. Gets the kill on Sylvanas. Will he pay for it? The heals are there. Chromie's here dishing it out. There's another charge. That's why you go Warbringer. The heals are there from Deckard, keeping the Hanzo alive. Sonya falls on the top lane to Diva. There's 2 fights going on, and I'm only one screen, you guys.
Claim it in my name.
So all the ults coming out there. Securing a kill on Sylvanas is Hanzo, just barely avoiding the Light Bomb. Some nice moves there from Dr. Blunch. Looks like they sent Anduin to go start soaking. No, they say just help us at the Bruiser camp. There's the pings. Bruiser camp coming out for Magnitude as well. So those will be pushing against each other in the top lane. But look at Deckard already set up 4 potions at the shrine. A 5th right down here. So Deckard's ready to go. Ult's back online. Almost all of them except Wailing Arrow. Sonya trying to spin to land early here. Anduin not quite in the fight just yet, and here he is. There is a Diva Bomb available. Taunt. Oh, she doesn't get it off because of the taunt. Arrow. Sleep. No follow-up. Sonya's there. Oh, a big dunk from Azmodan. Romy trying to just dish it out as best as she can right now. The members of Magnitude still high health pools from that early setup. Looking a little low, but here's the taunt. A time. Oh, Sleep Light Bomb goes on to 4 members. Oh, a huge move there. What a swing for amateur opponents. And the short baby pull there from Anduin onto the Sonya to just make sure they're unstoppable and out of there. The taunt, the damage. Oh, the bomb will go off this time. What a perfectly timed leap light bomb hitting onto 4 members. Diva's still trying to bother this. They had 30, but it looks like amateur opponents will get the better of it. They still have a big camp pushing in the top. There goes your wall. There goes your towers at the front wall. Sonya finally showing up. Other members of amateur opponents look like we're going to try and shove this down. It's a 4-person defense. Black arrows have been used. The stun goes onto Nubrak. Oh, as well as the time loop. A beautiful burrow charge there to go unstoppable so the time loop doesn't pop. Oh, dragon arrow. No follow-up though. Oh, a lot of damage onto that Chromie. Gonna have to stasis. Oh, as soon as you're done stasising though, you're gonna fall asleep and get exploded. Good awareness from Chromie, better awareness from Deckard. Now that action's moving on to Anduin. Light Bomb can't save you now. And they just let that Punisher fall on its own at the fort. Fort still hanging up here. 13, we will see Mortal Strike from Varian. Trying to reduce that, burst healing from Anduin. Oh, thank you, Michelin. You're too kind to me. And I don't like your name. You don't suck. But to each our own, I suppose. And thus, the Leap Bomb was totally sexy. As Magnitude take their siege camp, previously just took amateur opponent's siege camp. Both teams still very close in XP, despite the 3-kill lead here by amateur opponents. Oh, is BG trying to make something here with the Varian? Oh. Getting pushed back, scatter arrows all over the place. But now, they're moving in because they have 16, and they just took down that fort, just had a sliver of health left. 16 just about here for Magnitude. And there it is. Both teams on the same level now. And in the top lane, the struggle continues. Sonya v Diva. Diva does have her bomb ready. We're gonna come back here so I don't miss any more action of everyone just hitting R. Oh, charge is there, but the Q stun from Nubarak as appeal. Sonya ready to go on the flank. Have members here. Is there a light bomb leap again? No, just a lot of damage onto Diva. Bomb comes out. Sleep does hit onto Chromie, but Sylvanas just damage all over that Deckard, so he could not just stand there. The one pull was used here to save the Sylvanas. I believe she took double pull. There it is. Glyph of Faith. So Anduin's got another one ready to go. Oh, here's the invade. Light Bomb onto the back line with the lead. Taunt charge onto Deckard. The pull is there. The cocoon onto Varian, as well as the Diva defense matrix, but Sonya stuck with it. Chromie going into her stasis. A lot of damage from Diva being annoying up above. There's the stun onto Varian. Hanzo trying to chase down again, but the taunt goes onto Baby Diva, and Baby Diva will fall. A very low Chromie. Nice shot there from the Hanzo, saying not everyone's gonna get away this time. So teams just trading blows right now. The camp was successfully stolen by amateur opponents, but it's right at the tower, so it's going to get cleared up, and we're back to objective that will push the mid lane. A lot of damage onto Asmodan. Can Varian get there? And there's the taunt. That's a dead Asmo. Arrow not going to do it. Peel unsuccessful from the Dragon Arrow. And it looks like amateur opponents will be able to get this. 30 seconds still on Asmo. D.Va's just coming back to the party now. No Dragon Arrow available. There is a Cocoon available and a Sleep if they want to make something happen. And they're going to try. Oh, but the Light Bomb leap still back up. A ton of damage. Spear does hit onto Deckard. Cactus on the Sylvanas diving in. A Silence Arrow on the Anub'arak. The Anub'arak will fall. Here comes the time loop. And that's a baby D.Va again. Oh, Luigi pops out right next to Varian. Deckard follows as well. A unfortunate turn of events there for Magnitude. They tried to make something happen, but as soon as... Oh, we have a pause. I was going to say, as soon as that sleep came out, once you heard that book sound, all of a sudden there was another leap bomb from Anduin Sonya right onto Deckard, so he couldn't do much else, eating the spear stun as well, so he was just stuck still for a few moments. Looks like we have a little bit of a lag spike, so I'll just say thanks again everyone for coming, watching, chatting, rooting on the team. Let's see here, where is it? There it is. Let's head here. And just remind everyone, those are the bans and how things look so far. It is level 19 to 17, so amateur opponents has the strong lead. Looks like they're going to get this Punisher with 3 members dead on the side of Magnitude. And looking at these quests here, we did hit target practice, level 1 from Hanzo. Deep breathing hit early for Chromie at level 1. Still looking for Annihilation is Asmodan. Gluttony completed, still looking for Annihilation. But being that we're just 1 level away from 20, Chromie does have Stuck in a Loop. So just to get more of those out, keep pulling people in a loop. Oh yeah, they can't see my answers. Classic Butte. Okay. She'll see this later and no. Alright, here we go. Back in it, nice dunk there just to try and slow down that Punisher, but here it comes, and this Punisher is frozen. Looks like we're just gonna head down the main. Black arrows have been used on Sylvanas. I wonder if you save those black arrows for this wall, or the keep even. Frozen Punisher freezing the fort there. There's the leap from the Punisher. Wall's going down. Sieging continues. Here comes a bunch of frozen circles onto Anub'arak and the keep, but it looks like amateur opponents say, let's just pull back and get our level 20s. Macro missiles come out, because why not? It's only a few seconds. And we're going to have a camp invade. Level 20s are online. It is going to be Withering Barrage from Sylvanas, not the upgraded arrow, to go with Glory of the Alliance on Varian. We already know Stuck in the Loop for Chromie. Ignore Pain on Sonya, and Censure for the Anduin. Getting just a little bit more CC to follow up a taunt Varian or a light bomb off that Censure. Oh, do we have a different camp invade? Are they going to get there in time? Oh, I don't think they noticed yet. They saw Hanzo. They're sharking around looking for Hanzo. Is the leap there? Dragon Arrow into the bomb comes up, but there's the leap onto Hanzo and Sylvanas. The bomb will go off, but Hanzo's already dead. Unstoppable used. Doesn't matter. Come back here with the stuck in a loop. Oh, another big dunk there as the members of Magnitude now just trying to get away. Big wave here in the mid that they do have to clear. Ping is out saying, go here, go here. I think they want more. If they have black arrows, I think they dive this, right? Black arrows have been used, and they just go straight on the keep. Oh, Cactus Him gets very low there. The dunks are really hitting now. We have Annihilation at 342. Are we going to end? D.Va does not have bomb, but well, there's the pull. We do have a little bit of a camp here helping out. Amateur opponents is thinking about it, but they got their own problems out back. Big damage onto D.Va. She is baby D.Va. Looks like there's the stun. There's from Leaf. Sonya will pay for it though. Oh, and the root will hit onto Varian, and a lot of damage going on Anduin as well. The core is falling on the side of Magnitude. Oh, another big arrow, but the light bomb comes out. Will Anduin stay alive? Asmodan's actually the one who's gonna fall. Very low is Cactus Am on the Sylvanas. The chase is on here. There goes Anduin, and the Unstoppable has been used. We do not have a rewind from Anubarak yet. He does have a little bit of movement speed. Is he gonna get there? No, he will not. Chromie did have to Hearth to take away the camp that was pushing up here. Their stolen camp. Meanwhile, 67 core health now on the side of Magnitude. Amateur opponents looking like they wanted to end, but weren't sure, and then kind of went back for it, and then still weren't sure. This is just, you know, Caster doing his Monday morning, Monday morning quarterback. But it looks like they were just indecisive on, are we killing, are we ending, are we threatening? So they end up paying for it with a few deaths there, and Magnitude live on. Level 21 to level 20. Amateur opponents already working on the objective. Anduin has just spawned, Magnitude on the way with all the members. Asmodan not there yet. Every ult available. A lot of short cooldown ults in this match right now. Damage goes on to the D.Va. There's the loop. Will not. Oh, but the arrow is there. And the sleep. Cocoon goes out onto Varian. Still silenced with Sylvanas for a while. And amateur opponents trying to move in. There it is. Annihilation completed. Those globes hurt. And if you're Anduin, Sylvanas. Oh, the taunt comes out. A lot of damage. Oh, and there goes the new bracket. There goes Varian. I'll take your tank. You take my tank. We'll call it even. The root does go to Sylvanas. There's the leap of faith. And Magnitude able to capture the Punisher at the bot lane. Damage going out. There's the macro missiles. Is it enough? No, macro missiles aren't enough, but Hanzo showing you why he's such a crafty assassin. Just sniping on in there on the low health Chromie. Hanzo did have to Hearth. The Rhythm Cat is building up in the bot lane. So it will be just 3 people here pushing in for Magnitude with 99% core health. He did take more core health, more core damage in that top lane. Chromie up in 32 seconds. Varian just around the corner. Again, the dunks hurt. Arrow from way downtown whiffs. It whiffed. Dr. Blunch stuck in the back. He did not take level 20 arrow. I thought for sure he was going to jump in any second. And here we go. This could be game ending for either team. Anubarak trying to get there. Chromie not quite there yet for amateur opponents. Are we going to reset? And the push, and there he is. Oh, I thought that for sure was going to be a bomb setup. Just using your boosters to push them back. It looks like amateur opponents trying to just be safe, take their camp. Magnitude says we'll take our camp and keep things going here. So it's 90 core health to 67 core health now. Next major team fight could win here, and Sonya has to clear top. Do we push in here? There's the ping saying, come over here, guys. I'm not sure what team that was. Chromie trying to clear all this up. They will do just that. Early banner there from Varian. And it looks like Magnitude just trying to play keep away until the next big team fight. Looking to fight on their terms. I know I didn't go over the level 20s for Magnitude, but it is going to be Perfect Agility, Headshot, Respect the Elderly, Crypt Weave, and Pride. A noob not going the Rewind to have 4 stuns in his main kit there. Opting to keep people wrapped up, and then Decker being able to keep people silenced after the sleep. So we'll just drop those out here because we're going to have some big explosions coming. Oh, here. Oh, Amateur Opponents wants it. They're just running past the wave. But you hear the call on the core there. One Kata scaring the members of Amateur Opponents. In the bush. Go for it. There's the taunt. There's the sleep. 2 members silenced. Arrow will miss again. Bomb from Diva will also miss. Oh, Sonic's Bro has to use his stasis. Sonya going in. Taunt is back up. There's the stuck in the loop onto the Diva. A lot of damage. There's the leap as well. Will she get out of it? Light Bomb. Yes! No, she will not. The cocoon onto Varian trying to stop him, but it just wasn't enough. The dunks getting Chromie and Sylvanas so low, but it's just not enough. Look at just these. Every time Amateur Opponents gets close, they get, you know, a Hanzo arrow or an Azmodan dunk, and someone dies or just gets like just crushed in their health pool, and they have to pull back. Again, camp up here from Amateur Opponents. We'll take the top for it. Well, excuse me, I spoke too soon, but just a sliver of health on that top for it. Hanzo will scout out the top here, still waiting on Diva, so I don't think Magnitude can go in on this at all. Opting to just take their Bruiser camp to help them, I guess, defend. So that'll get cleared up quick. Hanzo doing his best to poke away. All ults for both teams back online. Well, except for Azmodan, is Tide of Sin. Still down, but here we go. If this causes a big team fight either way, I think that team will win. Are they worried about backdoor? No, they're just taking their camp right now. And then they're going to Hearth? Yeah. They're just going to head back. Amateur Opponents not pushing. They decided to clear up and go mid, and I guess they'll just meet the Punisher there. Of course, that top 4 had barely any health. Here we go. We are going top lane now. There's the arrow, the Sonic arrow from Hanzo. Scout that out. Trying to bait this over. There's the bait, but here's Sonya. All ults are online. A lot of damage going on to Anubarak, and there's the double, a big stun there, but there's the sleep. There's an arrow. Not enough. Punisher still wrecking. Another light bomb onto Hanzo. And that's 2 members dead now for Magnitude. Diva trying to do her best here. Katas are on core in the mid lane. GG has been called. Another dive. And you don't think they can defend this, but a huge dunk. And here comes the Diva bomb. Oh, it has ended. They killed the Punisher. And there goes Chromie. And there goes the dunk. Again onto to Varian. Sonya trying to do her best to get this core low, saying, come on guys, where are you? I'm working hard over here. So Sonya hacking away, 14 health, 7. Sonya dies, Anduin and Sylvanas, or Anduin and, excuse me, Varian able to get it. GG was called, and then it looked like Amateur Opponents was going to back off, except Sonya. And finally here, the team came to her aid to say, oh yeah, let's just die for core. And there you go. Game 1 goes to Amateur Opponents. Don't let the name fool ya. They are veterans of this league and of this game and of competitive play. So there you have it. 23 to 13 kills just in totality, just a bloodbath of a match. So who had the least deaths? The Varian. So shout out to your tank, amateur opponents, only with the one death. Tip your healer. Healing power did go over to Anduin there, 130 over Deckard's 62,000. The Asmodan Siege did beat out Sonya. Wait, did Diva beat Sonya? Nope, Sonya beat out Diva, but Asmodan beat beat everyone. Look at that. So there are your stats after game one. Waiting to hear what amateur, oh excuse me, what magnitude. Um, Waiting to hear back from magnitude, but this is how it looks right now. Uh, an interesting match, I'll say that. To I think it's just the power of Asmodan late game mixed with Hanzo just hitting every skill shot he wanted was just enough to push back the members of AO and all the times they were trying to end or get another kill. So it looks like first pick will go over to magnitude once again. So now we just gotta wait on what map we will go to for game number 2, and amateur opponents fighting for an early season undefeated streak. Wraithling has entered the chat, everybody. A close one indeed. And Magnitude looking to stay on track here. But just last game was just a bloodbath and beyond, it felt like. And it looks like we are going to Alterac Pass. So going over to Alterac, the only map where instead of a core shield, it's a core health, and as the goes down, once you relieve that pressure, it goes right back up, making it a little tougher for backdoor kind of plays. And of course, only 2 camps total. Well, besides the boss camp, boss and top, boss and bot, and then in the middle you have your very short cooldown camps. We'll see how well these teams prioritize those, or if it's a fight the boss or take the boss early kind of match. Just want to say shout out to everyone who's shot me a follow. I appreciate it. I know I didn't put up a prediction for game one. I was too quick with it, as they say. So we will get a prediction for game two for all of you that like to predict. Gamble your channel points away. But it looks like we're just about ready here. Just waiting on the okay, I believe, from Magnitude. And it looks like we are ready. So Alterac Pass, first pick yet again. We'll go over to Magnitude. And we'll see if we switch anything up. Wraithling hoping for a reverse sweep. Oh, Wraithling's sitting out and someone else is hopping in. That's why you're in chat, Wraithling. I see what's going on in here. And here we are. Sorry about that. Hit those buttons a little too quick, but instant Ana ban. They just don't want to deal with an Ana. Falstead banned again, so we're sticking with what we know so far. Will we see a Stitches ban? I believe that's what they banned out first. Last match. No, we're gonna get rid of the Sylvanas, feeling the pressure of the Banshee Queen. Don't want to deal with it on Alterac Pass. Interesting. How does amateur opponents shift from that? Or are we going to stick with normal bans? We will get rid of Hogger. I believe when Hogger first came out, he could solo the boss on this map after a certain level. Well, I hope you feel better, Wraithling, and good fight in game one, and thanks for sticking around to catch the stream. But hope you feel better, dude. Again, this is what Magnitude wants. First pick. Let's make it a strong one. We're going to go with Cassia. Over. The pirate Cassia, throwing those harpoons. I think we saw Sylvanas Sonya in this position last match. Now, with Sylvanas gone, do we just keep that offlaner to ourselves? Do we just pick it because we know we can't get the Sylv? Oh, we're just going to grab Anduin and Sonya because the leap bomb was working. I wonder if Magnitude thought of that to say, hey, remember that time Sonya kept leaping on us with a light bomb and it didn't feel good? But amateur opponents feeling like if it ain't broke, don't fix it, so that's what they'll go with. We're going to see Stukov and Johanna come out. So getting a little bit of CC there with a massive shove or flailing swipe from Stukov. And of course his silence or silence root post 13 can be just very, very oppressive when you have a Johanna to group everybody up and a Cassia to dump damage. So looking like they're off to a strong start in this draft as Magnitude. Amateur opponents have the ban stick and they get rid of Hanzo. Excuse me. Hanzo did miss quite a few dragon arrows at the end there. You gotta wonder if those hit, if it kind of turns the fight. But the sniping skills he had with those Qs and the scatter arrows, very strong. So they say we don't want to deal with it. Just getting rid of Hanzo. Last ban for game 2 here. Magnitude, we'll get rid of the Chromie. You get rid of your assassin, I'll get rid of your assassin. Or just getting rid of each other's assassins. That Chromie was very strong. The Asmodean dunks were certainly hurting her, but she had to pop that stasis a few times, and she was stacked early on the W's. Gotta have the Ana respect ban. You're right, Josh. Oh, was it Jaina and Varian? So, not a lot of changes here for amateur opponents. Switching out the Jaina instead of Chromie. We'll see. Gazlo and Mephisto, let's get wild with it. I like it. Cactus Ham also had his assassin band out, so it looks like the only thing that'll switch here for amateur opponents is their damage. Jaina covering for Chromie, but who will cover for Sylvanas? It could be Vala if we want to keep it in the same kind of family here. No, we're actually going to go the Greymane instead. Looking to werewolf and just go wild on that back line is Greymane, Mr. Do-It-All. So there you go. I'm going to start a prediction here. So, who wins game 2? AO or Magnitude? Submission period, 1 minute. And start prediction. So there you have it. Prediction has been started. We're going into game number 2, and this is what it looks like. If you have faith in your team, bid on, gamble with those channel points. It's all just for funsies. They don't really do too much. I don't have anything too cool, but we are in the match, so here we go. And again, so with the Sylvanas band out, it's going to be Cactus Ham on Greymane, Sonics onto Jaina, and then all looks the rest of the same for amateur opponents. Ulysses on Sonya, Butte Holiday on Anduin, and Luigi on Varian. Looking on the other side of Magnitude, bringing in someone different here. We will have Polite Gamer on Cassia, Dax on, who was that? Stukov, Wampa on Mephisto, Captain Roberts on the Johanna. Gazlo being played by Dr. Blunch decides to head bot. Looks like we're all just looking around. No early stacking quests for amateur opponents, but of course those Qs, we'll keep an eye on those throughout the match from Cassia. And then going Q as well is Mephisto, trying to get to power his Skull Missile, and of course Laws of Hope for Johanna. See if those kind of infinite quests come into play later, if this ends up being another long match like last game. It looks like we have a... Oh, there's a turret here. I don't know if... Was that Gazlo trying to be cheeky? But just a little wave clearing down here. Greymane and Anduin on the camp. We have Stugov and Cassie on the camp for Magnitude. So both teams just soaking away. Off lane Johanna right now. Or just solo in a lane Johanna, I should say. The off laners down bot. That's Gazlo. Camp picked up for amateur opponents. We'll be coming down the mid here. No taunt yet, or else that Mephisto would be in trouble. Decide to just throw some damage onto him anyway. Camp has been picked up for Magnitude. Here it comes. The charge coming out from Varian. The root does hit from Anduin, but again, they just... Looks like they're holding off to engage until Varian grabs that level 4. And there it is. Oh, he hasn't picked it quite yet. That would have been it. That would have been it, Varian. You gotta snap pick those. So the bullying continues down here in the bot. Gazlo v Jaina. Ooh, Sonya coming up, or Cassia coming up top to relieve this Johanna so she can hearth. Oh, but there's the stun and the turn. We thought she was hearthing, but she's not. And there's the first kill of the game. Just Johanna was about to hearth, but I guess she had her Iron Skin available, so they just went right back in with that Cassia damage hiding in the bush. Very nice play from Magnitude to get first blood. Jaina still very high on health and mana here for clearing all this by her lonesome against Gazlo. Camp back up once more. Magnitude on it. Amateur opponents on theirs with Anduin, Sonya, Greymane hanging out in the mid. So this could come into play later. 4 members on a camp here for Magnitude. Only 2 on the camp for amateur opponents. Amateur opponents soaking mid and top uncontested while that camp is taken. If things keep going that way and they start falling behind in XP, that could be trouble for Magnitude. But they will be able to cap, or begin capping, the objective in the bot lane here. Just trying to get some poke damage out there. Oh, charge. Line comes out, no taunt used. 12 seconds left on the camp. So amateur opponent decides to push in. We do have subdue here for Johanna for that 4-person queue. There's the taunt. That's the problem with Mephisto against Varian. You know where he's going to pop up and you can save your taunt. A lot of damage going out here. Cassie trying to just stack those Qs as best she can. Now a lot of damage with Varian. Silence comes out, but he's able to walk out of it. The capping begins. Oh, Gazlo was in the back trying to do the back cap. 1.4 seconds was not enough. The other members weren't there to help Gazlo. 4v5 now. Nobody's soaking. Big 3-man stun there. A lot of damage going on to Captain Roberts now. Sonya goes back in. The slow is there from Jaina. Oh, Ironskin comes out trying to stop the channel, and she does, but she's gonna pay for it with her life. The heals just weren't quite there from Stukov. Blizzard zones out the other members of Magnitude, and the first objective will go over to amateur opponents. Were able to pick up their camp before that objective, so they just don't go completely, lose that for nothing, having something to push in the mid here. But again, late to pick up the soak in the top lane. And we're seeing it about a full level lead now for amateur opponents, and things can snowball real quickly on this map. But it looks like they focus mid first. A lot of damage goes on to Jaina, but the shade is already down for Mephisto. And only Cassie up here against Greymane, Varian, and Anduin. Well, you don't want that taunt. There it is. There's Greymane, and that's what I was just saying. And we're just trying to keep Varian there, but you can't keep Varian down with his son behind him to pull him out of harm's way. So a lot of damage will go on to this top fort, or will it fall? Oh, barely a sliver. Q. Oh no, we want to fight. Light Bomb. 10s are online. The immediate taunt Light Bomb. Water alley. Every ult used actually. That was Curse Bullet. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. That was Curse Bullet, Leap Taunt, Light Bomb. A lot of damage going on onto Stukov now. Picking up another kill as Magnitude wait for level 10. And just like I was saying, they were missing some soak early there, and then once the kills start rolling in, it's easy to just snowball that lead, and you don't have ults and your other team does. But ults now online for Magnitude. We will see Lightning Ball, Flailing Swipe, Gravel Bomb, Endurance of Hate, and Falling Sword. I'm going to say those ults combo well together, well, obviously except for, oh! We had a Gazlo pick that I missed. Light Bomb, or excuse me, Lightning Ball comes out to push the members of amateur opponents back. So was Water Elemental, so again, amateur opponents short ult cooldowns and just getting max value off it. Greymane does pick up the camp. He'll have to Hearth. Getting ready for this next objective here. just gonna try and clear. Leap is not back up yet. So Mephisto's gonna try and clear as best he can. Oh no, the taunt was not used. And there it is. Wow, Varian hits Q and charges into the teleport. Doesn't taunt under the tower, waits for the shade to bounce back to its original position. Right into a heap of damage. Magnitude on their heels now. Gazlowe in the top is gonna hearth. Ooh, they do not see him. I think they thought there was a boss there because he put his turrets down and then went into the bush. So, Gazlowe Hearth coming back. They do have a camp in the mid right now. Jaina thinking, no, here's the taunt. And that's the power of taunt. Durance comes out. Oh, the flailing swipe. I don't think you want to flailing swipe that, but the leap goes back in. Light bomb hits onto 3 members. Johanna goes down. Stugov goes down. There's another taunt. Just the short ult cooldowns from amateur opponents. I mean, look at this. This is a minute, obviously 16 seconds, 30 seconds, and 60 seconds. So every 60 seconds you have leap light bomb taunt, and a water elemental, and a curse bullet. If you hold those shorter cooldown ults, and you're literally just waiting for light bomb, leap, and water elemental. So all amateur opponents do is have to call a target and hit R. And they will be able to secure this objective. Greyman again taking the camp because it's on the siege camp, such small cooldown. Meanwhile, Magnitude try and get value elsewhere. Decided to start taking bot camp, but here comes the amateur opponents. The taunt onto Sonya, the spear hits. Bravo will hit into the silence, into the Johanna, but Stugov had a silence under it, standing still. It's gonna die. That's 2 for 1 so far. Into the falling sword, I should say. What an interesting turn of events there. But still pushing is the objective, and the top objective went straight to the keep wall, uncontested. So it's a nice and healthy raider. Mid fort will fall. Oh, taunt. No follow up there that time. Varian taking the tower shots there, but now bot fort has fallen. Get a defense here. A big silence, but a ton of damage onto the Johanna. Durance comes out just a little late. Oh, the big Bravo stun. Light bomb comes out to counter it. Oh, Sonya leaps back in for peel, and it works perfectly, killing the Mephisto. Magnitude feeling the heat now. How do they recover from this? Just to start clearing top. Bot will go over, or boss, I should say. Looks like it's going to go over uncontested to amateur opponents. Are they going to be able to go top in time to stop this? Not all the members there. Mephisto is still dead for another few seconds. Will amateur opponents recognize this and go top? Sonya working on siege. There is a ping there. Johanna and Mephisto not helping. Are the members of amateur opponents going to get there in time? It doesn't look like it. Mephisto showed up. He's just going to hearth now. Oh no, he sees the fights here. Oh, and they go back in. There's the lightning ball. Only a falling sword on one. The Varian gets pulled out immediately. We do have 2 charges of Glyph of Faith now from the Anduin. So, a boss in the bot lane, a siege camp in the mid lane for amateur opponents, just knocking down the doors of Magnitude. And just all this boss really did for Magnitude was just stop amateur opponents from taking it. It gets half a fort. Meanwhile, there are no forts on the side of Magnitude, so all the value they could get was just making sure it was not taken by amateur opponents. Amateur opponents draw the aggro, and there we go. Objective has been channeled. Looks like all 5 are just going to go to the siege camp right now, so they can just throw everything on it, dish it out, clear it as fast as possible. There they go. Ice Block is available for Jaina now on the side of amateur opponents. See if she can use that like they used the Chromie Ice Block. But Johanna pops Iron Skin early and goes in. There's the silence under time. A lot of damage from the Lightning Ball goes onto the Jaina. So an early ult there from Cassia, but it will push back the members of amateur opponents, giving them a chance to clear mid and let this camp push in, making it so amateur opponents will have to respond, or else they'll lose that mid fort. No, they just say grab their camp. We'll be in good shape. Will they get it? Ooh, Cassia able to cap the objective is Magnitude, so here comes the team fight. But no, oh, there's the stuff, there's the taunt. Oh, but the big flailing swipe, the protection on the Cassia isn't enough. Light bomb on to Stukov, again the leap bomb. Captain Roberts getting very low on the Johanna, 3 for none. The taunt failed, but all the other follow-ups were there, able to secure 3 kills. Looks like they're going to leave one person here to handle the objective. Other members did take bot keep, taking away one of those pieces of armor for the core right over here. Siege camp now being stolen by amateur opponents. Here we go, the push-in is here with their own camp and Magnitude's camp that they just stole. And here come the Raiders down mid. Bot is very pushed out, so the bot Raiders shouldn't do anything, but a second keep is down. Level 20 is just around the corner. Amateur opponents getting ready to pull back here, just giving the free clear to those siege camps, but here comes the Raider. No other wave. Oh, Johanna goes way in there. All ults are available. There's the taunt. Iron Skin has to come out here. Silence will miss. Light bomb. There's the leap. Onto 2. Stukov deleted. On the other side, it's going to be Mephisto deleted. Bravo will hit onto 1. There's the leap of faith. Varian just bullying this Johanna. Another taunt on Cassie. She's going to go. Johanna's going to fall. GG's have been called amateur opponents, a convincing Game 2 win to secure the domination victory and keep their undefeated season alive. So there you have it. Let's take a look at the stats here. And there you go, just 21-2. The Varian mixed with Leap Bomb is just very, very strong for the members of amateur opponents. And we'll see if we can get an interview set up. So there you have it. I will choose the outcome prediction. But what a game, what a match. Magnitude versus amateur opponents. And looking for an interview. If anyone has any questions for amateur opponents, just put them in chat. I'll make sure to ask them. Wraithling calling out the GG. GG's to you, Wraithling. I hope you feel better. And
expect.
there she is. Let me just make sure everyone can hear you here. There we are. Welcome.
Yeah, hello. Sorry, you said you said NGS, and I'm like, okay, which
You're a veteran at this. You know how
one?
it all
No,
works. But congratulations, a 2-0 domination victory for amateur opponents tonight. How's the team feeling?
we're feeling good. I mean, first game we were sweating. I mean, we're sweating in both games, but first game we were really sweating. But yeah, we felt good. We weren't sure um who was gonna play, what roles they were gonna play. Unfortunately, they mentioned that they had a couple issues with players being sick and out and unavailable, so we weren't so it kind of threw us for a little bit of a loop. We weren't sure what to expect going in. So,
Well, it turned out all right for you guys in the end. So let's talk about game one there. You pick Infernal Shrines, and we have a bit of a long game there. Just a bloodbath of a match, really. And it looked like there was a few times where you were thinking about ending, and then you're pulling back, and then you're going in, and the Azimuth dunks were just chopping your team's health bars down. What's the discussion when we're thinking about ending on the AO comms in those moments?
yeah, it's really tough, especially into their team. It's similar to like a Li Ming or God, I mean Li Ming's the best example I can think of off the top of my head, but like Asmodan, Li Ming, like they're really hard to end into. Chromie, because they can just put damage on you because they know you're, autoing the core. So I don't know. We were a little nervous. The call was to end, and we were like, okay. And then Ulysses was like, I'm just hitting the core. And we're like, all right, like sounds good. So then I, beelined it to him. I thought we were all getting out. Apparently, Devo was on Sylvanas, so Sylvanas was just leaving. I think
It looked
topside or something. So
as I was watching it, and like I think one person died, and then there was kind of a back and forth there, and I was watching that back and forth of, the 1v1s, and you're trying to pull everyone to safety, and then as I look, and the health bar of the core is just dropping, and Sonya's just hacking and slashing away on it, and then it looked like someone said, "No, let's just die for this thing," and it seemed to work
yeah,
out there, and
yep, Ulysses said that he was on core, and Sonics just said like, "Okay, just go suicide on the core." I mean, honestly, if we had not ended there, I think they could have they maybe could have ended. I think bot lane was pretty chunked. Top lane was gone, or top keep was gone. So they had a really good opportunity if we had not played that
agreed.
correctly and successfully ended. So it was a really close. I mean, either team could have won, to be honest.
It felt
Um,
like that watching it, especially I know Hanzo missed a few of those long range arrows, and those could have turned to fights. Or if Chromie doesn't hit a stasis in time when she gets dunked on, then you're
yeah.
down one person or down end up two people, and kind of spirals from there. But when both games, were you surprised in game two at least that they didn't ban either Sonya, Varian, or Anduin, and that they
Um,
decided to go with Chromie and Sylve?
uh, I am unsurprised. I mean, at the Chromie ban. Sylvanas is I mean a good ban. I am very surprised that they stuck to the Ana ban, especially considering who they took in game one and arguably game two. I don't think Ana is successful into either one of those comps. I think Ana is very punishable, and I don't think so. I was frankly a little bit surprised to see that ban stick. And yeah, again, we weren't sure who was going to play their healer. Wraithling is an excellent Anduin player, so we were potentially expecting an Anduin, duel. Whoever was gonna get, the handsome king, of Stormwind.
Control
But
yourself.
fortunately for us, it was us. But yeah, we weren't really surprised by the bans. I think they banned well. Again, I was a little surprised by the Ana, but other
So,
than that, I think they banned well.
well, for everyone watching, there it is. We don't need to ban Anna against Butte Holiday anymore. The word is out.
Yeah, don't ban the Ana. I would recommend banning Rhaegar and Karazim. Those are my two favorite healers in the game. So if you're looking for
My
a ban,
sarcasm meter is just off the charts right now.
would recommend banning Rhaegar. Definitely top tier healer right now.
And then for I guess it was called in the chat the leap bomb combo there. Who's
Yep.
when you're working on those? Who's calling for what? Is it leap bomb? Is it light bomb ready? Is it I'm gonna leap onto this person? Is it give me it? How do you work out hitting those combos? Because both of them on a 60-second cooldown, and you hit a lot of them. There was a
Mhm.
big 3-man one or 4-man one, I think, in the bot lane of game one that kind of helped you guys pull ahead for the time being. So when you're working on those combos, who's calling for what there, and what's the comms like in that moment?
Yeah, normally it's just I have light bomb up. I'm looking, and honestly, it's not a lot of give it to me. Ulysses is unless he says I'm going to leap this person. It's pretty much me just kind of doing it. Frankly, or me just saying I'm looking for light bomb. But he's not always like I know that's pretty much the combo. It's a pretty standard
Hmm.
combo. But it's not always the combo. I definitely light bombed Varian a couple times. Varian's also a good
Sure.
target, especially when he's surrounded by, four people and taunting. So it kind of really depends on who's in there and who has position. And how the other team's playing. If we are to secure a kill, normally Sonya's a good follow-up target. So, I'm kind of normally the one that says I have it. Let's do it. I'm gonna do it, but there really isn't anything more to that, I guess, to be honest.
So it's week 3 right now. Amateur opponents undefeated. Does that cause
Uh,
pressure or does that bring confidence?
we're playing well. I mean, we have two new starters. Ouija on tank and Ulysses on our offlane, and that those both of those roles. I mean, any role really, and I'm sure anyone in chat who's had new people added to their team. I mean, Ouija's been around AO. Like Ouija knows how we roll, but just more from a actual mechanic standpoint. But anybody with new team members, there's a lot of communication things that need to be worked out. There's a lot of, preferences in terms of, okay, what do you play? What's your play style like? Those things. So we've been really working hard on it the last couple of weeks. And I think it's shown. So I mean, I don't know. We're feeling good about how we play. We're confident going in. We yeah, I don't know. We're excited. Every team in our division is good. Any team in our division can beat any other team on any given day, and I'm a firm believer in that, especially this season. I think last season it was similar, but I think this season it's really truly anybody's game. So you really got to show up and you got to play well, and that's what we've been doing. So hopefully we can keep it up over the next couple well, over all the weeks, but especially the
Plenty
next
of
couple weeks.
plenty of weeks left. There's still time before people start really looking at those playoff standings for sure. But
Of
uh,
course.
Butte Holiday, I'll let you go. Go celebrate with your team. Do you have any shout outs before you go?
Of course I have a shout out. Well, one for you, my dear friend Spectrum, who is an excellent Dead by Daylight player and a good HOTS player. So you guys should totally throw him a follow outside of supporting his casting. But thanks for picking us up. I know it was last minute. We appreciate it. Shout outs to our opponents. You guys played really, really, really well. I mean, game one was crazy. We are really excited to VOD review that. There's so much to learn. I mean game two as well, but game one especially was really good. So we're really excited to review that. So props to you guys, and hopefully your teammates feel better. And nobody likes being sick, so I can totally empathize with that. So hopefully you guys feel better. Shout out to my squad. You guys played awesome. Really proud of everyone for working hard. It's takes a lot, to put a team together and to adjust in a couple weeks. So everyone's made really good progress. Shout out to Ide, our awesome teammate and sub right now. We love you, E-Day. We love you so much. And shout out to Shane, who is, on Team Mallow Oats. Go Mallow, Sir Mallow. Shout out to you, Shane. I know you've been supporting us in chat. Grizz as well, who is also in our division. So thank you guys so much for watching and supporting our team as well as NGS. So it's a great org, and yeah, we're happy to be part of it.
Well,
There's my long-winded interview per usual. You know how that rolls with me.
no, that was wonderful. And we'll let you go celebrate with the team. Congratulations, and I'll see